Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's been a minute. I4 M50, 2024 I4 M50 driving on snow on a snowy day. Obviously, this is an all-wheel drive EV. Yeah, I mean it's as you can see, it's getting the job done. The main issue for me in terms of grip on this snow. My concern was whether my tires would, hold up. And I'm only saying that because I'm still on my first set of, tires from when I bought the car about a year and a half ago. Um, I currently have just under 30,000 miles on it. I'm going to be um, releasing a 30,000 mile update video in the next week or so. Obviously, work, permitting. But I guess what I'm trying to say is this tire has, it doesn't have the same, nowhere near the same amount of thread that it had when I initially bought the car a year and a half ago, 30,000 miles before today. And as you can see, the car it still has a reasonably good grip. Obviously, the fact that it's an all-wheel drive, um, helps, right? It has motors on both the front wheels and the rear wheels as well. So it's an all-wheel drive. The tires are a 19-inch all-season P0 Pirelli tires, and they're still holding up. Based on my app, I'm going to see if I can put up a picture of what my app is saying in terms of the amount of thread. It may not be able to measure it, but my app basically has been warning has given me the old alert. Let's put it that way. It's giving me an alert to replace my tires. But if you look at the tires, the old I test. I'm going to put up a picture of the tires after this drive. It does still have some thread on it. It has, reasonable amount of thread. If I had to guess, I would guess that it probably has around between 4 and 5, maybe just under 5, as opposed to 7. My last video was the 20,000 mile review. I had about a thread of around 7 in the rear and 8 in the front. So I will guess that 7 is probably down to about 5 now in the rear, and the front should be roughly around 6. So, I mean, I'm still doing fine. I was thinking that by now I would have changed all 4 tires, but the car, it's still as you can see, it still has a reasonable grip on the road on a snowy day, and so again, there's not that much to there's not that much drama that's going on here. There's not that much drama. I mean, it goes uphill, it goes downhill without any fuss. As you can see, there's no issue with the grip. It's not sliding. It's not slipping. When you drive an EV on like a conventional car, on snowy days such as this, what you want to do is you want to keep it in the drive mode. For at least for the BMW i4, we have 2 modes. We either have the D mode, which is the drive mode, or we have the B mode, which is the one pedal mode. On snowy days, it's much more effective to drive on the D mode, which is the drive mode. So that way, you use your judgment to know when to just let the car coast on top of the snow, as opposed to continuously giving the car a needless acceleration on a snowy day. You don't want to do that. And then obviously on the one pedal, the regen kind of will work against it, right? On uphills and downhill situations, the regen is always going to try and stop. It's going to try and slow down the car. You don't want it to slow down on the downhill. You want it to coast and maybe just kind of gently tap the brake just a little bit, just to make sure that it's not coasting too fast on the downhill. And then on the uphill, that's when you can then give it some light pedal contact. And so other than that, there's just no drama here. I mean, as you can see, it's getting the job done. It drives very well on snow. It's an all-wheel drive, powerful car. I mean, you're talking about 536 horsepower and 500 and I believe 590 or so ground feet of torque. So a car this powerful on snow and being an EV, which means that the cost to quote unquote fuel up this car, right? To add a little fuel to it to get it moving is cheap. So I mean, for me, that is what makes this car the ultimate daily. I mean, this car for me is an ultimate daily, is the best of pretty much every world. It's not even both worlds. It's the best of pretty much every world for me, because when you need to go slow, you can drive slowly. When you need to just drive coast, you can coast. When you need to really hit the pedal to the metal, I mean, and just let it rip. The car, right, is going to take off, right? I mean, again, on snowy days, driving uphill, there's no issue. There's maximum grip. Obviously, this car weighs about 5,000 pounds. It's not a light car by any means of the imagination. This is a porky, but this extra pork comes in handy on snowy days like this, because that extra weight, the all-wheel drive, it gives you extra traction on snowy days. So that's all I have for today. How do you all feel about the prospects of your EV doing what my car just did on a snowy day? Please leave your comments below. Like this video, share this video, and happy Inauguration Monday. See you guys. Peace.